gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to take a look at four flavors that came to me by way of 24/7. That's 24/7 E-Cigs, and you know how we roll, peeps. We're going to go take a look at their website, get some pricing information, then we're going to come back here and have ourselves a big vape session. So let's have a quick toot, and we'll be on our way. And welcome to the brief online tutorial for 24/7 or 24/7 E-Cigs. So let's go to their main website. You can find 24/7 or 24/7 E-Cigs at 24-7ecigs.com. And this is the main web page. Now you'll see that you can get pretty much anything that you need to get started vaping from 24/7. They had e-liquids, they had cig-alikes, they have the cartomizers, they have disposables, and they also do carry e-VODs type stuff as well. But we're interested in pricing information on a couple of different things. One being the e-liquids. So these are all their e-liquids here, and you can see that they have quite a bit of bundles too. But their 10 ml bottles generally go for $7.95. Their 30 ml bottles go for $16.95, and then you can get a 3 10-pack for $20.85 or a 3 30 ml pack for $47.85. Now they do also carry these PFT 25s, which stands for pre-filled tank 2.5 milliliter. You can pick up one of those for $4.95, or you can get a 3-pack of those for $13.95, or a 6-pack for $23.70. And they have a few more offers as well. Now you can get e-liquid in mixed strengths of 0, 6, 12, and 18 milligrams. Now they do have a little bit of a diverse selection of flavors to choose from. Mild, American Red, menthol, watermelon, strawberry, blueberry fruit, vanilla, cinnamon, grape, cherry, coffee, orange, and pumpkin spice. Now their PFTs, their flavors are going to be American Red, Frost Menthol, Mild, Coffee, Grape, Vanilla, Cinnamon, Watermelon, and Cherry Crush. Now, the mixed strengths on these come in 12 or 18 milligrams. Now, before we wrap this up, it's just fair to point out that they do have a promotion that they run. I'm not exactly sure how often, to where you can get 3 30 mils and they will give you 3 free CE4s. And that will do it for the brief online tutorial for 24/7 E-Cigs. Now, back to the review. Now, before I start, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Now, when you first get your 24/7 e-liquids, they'll come in a box that looks like this. Now, the first one we're going to take a look at is the pumpkin spice. Let's take a look at the label here. You can see there it says made in the USA, 24/7 e-liquid, pumpkin spice, and then on the side they have 0.6% nicotine because this comes, they use percentages instead of milligrams, that is 6 milligrams. And they have the PGBG content, which their liquids come in a 50-50 mix. And this is a 10 ml bottle. And then their website, 24-7ecigs.com. They also have manufactured, expiration date, and a lot number. So I have that loaded up in my Phoenix Viking Claramizer, which is a dual coil head, and I have that at 1.4 ohms, and I have that on my MJ Tech OVA X, which will be firing this at 5.5 volts. Let's have a vape. Very, very nice. This is a true pumpkin spice. It's just like the pumpkin spice that you would find in pumpkin pie. As a matter of fact, if this had like some graham cracker crust in there, this would be just like a pumpkin pie. Flavor profile on this, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Very enjoyable. All day vape worthy. Personally, to me, no, because it needs like some cream added to it for it to be an all-day vape. It's got to be a bit more sweeter. I mean, it is sweet, but it's not sweet enough for me personally to consider an all-day vape. However, I'm sure that there are some people that would. Now, the throat hit, I'm going to give it a mild, which is a 6 out of 10. And vape production, I'm going to give a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of cinnamon, which I have loaded up in my Phoenix Thor, which is on the Phoenix Thunderbolt, and I have it set for 16 watts. Now this does have a 1.4 ohm dual coil head in it, so let's have a vape. Now, this is not going to be like a hot cinnamon, like a fireball. This is just like your everyday common variety cinnamon spice. It's a good cinnamon. Now, the flavor profile on this one, I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I thought it was going to be a bit more hotter, but then I realized, well, you know, maybe hot is not the way to go on some cinnamon vapes. So that's pretty good. All day vape worthy? Personally, to me, no. But I'm sure that there are some people out there that would find this level of cinnamon to their need as an all day vape. Throw hit on this, I'm going to give it a mild, which is 6 out of 10. And in vape production, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of fruit. You know, I find it odd that this is just fruit, okay? But that's alright, nevertheless. I have that loaded up in my Phoenix Odin atomizer, which again is dual coiled to 1.4 ohms. And all of these dual coil heads have cotton wicking in them. And I have that on my Hannah Dana Xana Cana clone, no logos. And we're going to fire this, we're going to jump this up to 20. We're going to jump it up to 20 watts. Now, fruit. Tastes like a basket of fruits, or a bowl of fruit, a fruit bowl. I mean, I can taste a little bit of cherry, a little bit of apple, a little bit of orange. It's very citrusy, which is a plus. So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 for the flavor profile. And I'm going to say that this is all day vape worthy. It's not too sweet. There is no bitterness to it. It's just right for my personal all day vape kind of style. Throat hit on this one, I'm going to give it a mild, which is 6 out of 10. Vape production, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. The last and final one is vanilla. And I have that loaded up in my Stellare 28.5 millimeter or the 26650 Stellare. And I have it dual parallel coiled to about 0.4 ohms. It's actually about 0.37 ohms. And we're going to be firing that at 55 watts, which will give me about 4.7 volts. Now this is a really good smooth vanilla. And if I was to compare this to something, I would have to say this is the kind of vanilla that you expect in like Coke. Like a vanilla Coke, or like the hard candies that are vanilla. Those are really good too. Flavor profile on this one, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. All day vape worthy? Yes. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it, which is really good. And the throat hit, I'm going to say that this is about a 6 out of 10. It's my mild. And the big production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Now, before I wrap this up, I'm going to say that if I take the pumpkin spice and the vanilla and I mix the two, okay, and put that in something and then vape on that, it's probably going to turn out really good. So let me come back. I'll see you in 2 and 2 and we'll see how it works out. Okay, so I changed out my cotton wicks on my Stellare, as you can see there, and went ahead and I put a mixture of the pumpkin spice and the vanilla. So let's try this out at, we're going to try it out at 85 watts. Ooh! Now that is really close to a pumpkin pie. If I had some graham cracker crust, oh man, that would be good. So, I am going to suggest to 24/7 that you guys start suggesting to your customers, mix up the liquids. Comes out pretty good, especially if you drip them. Yeah, really, really good. So, big shout out to the owners of 24/7 for sending these on to me. If you fancy trying out any of these products, you can go to 24-7ecigs.com. You can also find them on Facebook. So I hope you enjoyed the review, my peeps. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping. bonus review. You know, I almost forgot, my peeps. I got a little bit of a bonus review here. 24/7 makes these disposable pre-filled tanks. So we're going to go down to the table. We're going to take a closer look at the packaging and the disposable tank. Then we'll come back up real quick for a quick vape. Okay, so this is the packaging that the disposable tanks come in. And see, they'll have the juice name right here. It'll say PFT 25, disposable pre-filled tank. Contains 2.5 mils of American-made liquid, and it'll say 1.2% nicotine, which is 12 milligrams, 50/50 PGBG, and what? Oh, fits 510 threaded batteries. There's a problem with that, though. Instead of them saying it fits 510 threaded batteries, they should have said it fits Ego threaded batteries, because the 510 is deep inside the disposable tank. Now, it does have the a color matching condom for the mouthpiece. And best I can figure is that this is either aluminum or it's a low-grade stainless steel. I'm not exactly sure. But you can see they have the logo there, 24/7, PFT 25. And of course you've got some airflow down here, which is just a couple of holes. So, and they're like 0.8 millimeter airflow holes. But that's it. Now we'll throw it on something and we'll take it back up to main view and show it in action. Okay, so now that we've seen the packaging and I have it loaded up on my Thunderbolt, and I've had to turn the wattage all the way down because I've already had a vape on this. Now the problem with these pre-filled tanks is that I've had, you know, reviewers were always looking and tampering with shit. So I went ahead and I took the metal mouthpiece off to have a look and see what the setup is inside the disposable tank. It's more or less a giant cartomizer that has an Ego type base, but there's no Ego threading. It's 510 threading. However, because they've got this adapter piece down here, you have to screw it on to like an EVOD battery, an Ego twist, an Ego battery, that sort of thing. So you can see they have their logo there, 24/7, and it says PFT 25. That means pre-filled tank, and it's 2.5 mils of juice. Now this is the grape, and I'm going to fire this at 8 watts. Now hopefully I won't get the same burny taste that I got when I first tried it. So let's give it a shot. Very bad airflow, and that's because the way cartomizers were always designed is that the airflow is offset in the 510 area. So even though it has 2 airflow holes on the Ego type extension, there's not enough air getting to the 510 base that's inside that Ego part. So even at a low setting, I get a burning sensation. I can taste the grape, but I get a burning sensation from the actual the coil that's in it. Because cartomizers always used vertical coils, and they were wrapped too tight and not close enough together, and they were surrounded by a polyfill substance It's not exactly a cotton. It's more like a sponge type material. So yeah, that's exactly what's in these pre-filled tanks. And as far as the flavor profile goes, the grape tastes good, but the problem is the way the design is. It has a big design flaw, and the the airflow. There's not enough airflow in it because if you were to put just the liquid itself into like a claramizer, then you would have better airflow so that you can better taste the liquid. You can get better vapor production. So yeah, this one here, and I wholeheartedly apologize for this 24/7, but these pre-filled tanks, in my opinion, epic fail. You need to do some work on the airflow design, and if I was you, I would get rid of that polyfill system and go more towards a disposable type of claramizer. So there you have it. Happy vaping, my peeps.